Have you ever felt like you were taken for granted by an important person in your life? Maybe you have felt that deep emotional wound, that feeling of emptiness and frustration when, despite your efforts, your presence seems no longer appreciated. It is a common and painful situation that makes you wonder what to do, speak up, insist, or even give up. But there is a third option, often overlooked, that doesn't require endless conflict or explanations. It's a simple but incredibly effective approach to rediscovering your personal value. This strategy will not only improve your relationships, but it will help you feel more centered, empowered, and appreciated. If you've had similar moments, keep watching the video. You'll discover a simple but powerful action to transform your situation. Before you start, remember to subscribe to the Holistic Strategy YouTube channels and leave your precious like. In this way you will help to always create new content. And now make yourself comfortable and let's get started. Because we are taken for granted. When someone stops appreciating us, it is not always with negative intentions. It is often the result of an emotional routine that is established in the relationship. We become part of the predictable background of that person's life, always present, always the same. This dynamic develops slowly and often unconsciously. Human psychology explains that what is always available tends to be perceived as a given. Phenomena such as hedonic adaptation and the perceptual saturation effect play an important role. Hedonic adaptation: the brain gets used to positive stimuli, like your kindness or support, to the point where they become less noticeable. What initially evoked gratitude becomes part of normalcy. Perceptual saturation: predictability and consistency cause your value to be stored by the brain, reducing attention towards your gestures. These mechanisms are often fueled by a sense of security and emotional stability. Always being reliable generates certainty, but if not balanced with moments of novelty, it can turn into a habit that reduces active appreciation. The key to change: breaking the predictable rhythm. The solution is not to give up or fight to be noticed, but to introduce novelty and unpredictability into the relationship. This approach is not manipulative, but rather a smart way to rekindle attention and make people reflect on what makes your presence special. Here are the 3 basic steps to apply this strategy. Step 1. Change your habits. Slow down your availability and make your interactions less predictable. For example, if you always respond immediately to messages, take some time before doing so. It's not about ignoring the other person, but about creating a space that reflects balance in your priorities. Use that time to engage in activities that nourish your well-being: read a book, meditate, take a walk. These moments not only help you recharge, but they demonstrate that you value your time and your needs. You can also set clear boundaries, such as turning off your phone during meals or in the evenings. Communicate these changes in a casual way, such as saying, "I've been trying to make more time for myself lately." This shows that your time isn't always available, increasing your perceived value. Step 2. Introduce new things into your life. Novelty is magnetic. When you engage in new activities or passions, you create a positive energy around you that attracts attention. You don't have to make big changes, just follow your authentic desire. You could learn something new, like a foreign language or an artistic skill, or participate in a local event or volunteer activity. The point is to invest in yourself and share these experiences with enthusiasm, without expecting anything in return. Share what you do in a natural way, such as posting a photo or casually talking about it. Not only does this make you more interesting, but it communicates a personal growth that cannot go unnoticed. Those who had taken you for granted will be forced to reconsider your value. Step 3. Disrupt established routines. If everything in the relationship follows predictable patterns, suggest something different. It could be dinner at a new restaurant, a trip to an unusual place, or even a unique activity like a cooking class. If the other person isn't receptive to shared changes, start by changing your personal approach. Change something in your daily routine, like your time or the type of evening activity, or revamp your personal style. For example, try a new look or an accessory that expresses your style. These small changes break up the monotony and demonstrate that you are capable of evolving and bringing freshness to the relationship. It is not a request for attention, but an implicit declaration: you are dynamic, growing, and your value is not static. Why this strategy works? The three-step strategy is based on psychological principles that influence relationships. Surprise effect. When a person's behavior becomes less predictable, it captures attention. The human brain, designed to notice variations, focuses on what it previously considered automatic. Cognitive reevaluation. Changing habits or introducing novelties makes others perceive your personal growth, stimulating respect and curiosity. Relative absence effect. When a constant presence is temporarily reduced, a sense of absence is created that leads the other person to rediscover the value of your presence. This strategy is not based on conflict or definitive distancing, but on an elegant affirmation of your value. Without the need for words, you communicate that you are an individual who grows, evolves, and deserves attention. Being taken for granted can be painful, but it is not a condemnation. Breaking predictable rhythms and reintroducing your value into relationships is a powerful step toward the recognition you deserve. Remember, the first step to being appreciated by others is to value yourself. Try this strategy and you will discover how a small change can transform the dynamics of your life. Share your experiences in the comments. Your journey could inspire others in your same situation. Thanks for joining us on Holistic Strategy. If you found this content helpful, turn on channel notifications and share it with anyone you think could benefit from it. See you in the next video, to continue together the journey towards personal and spiritual growth.